Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Monday, September 27th, 2021. Today I'm going to do a little recap of the Englishtown swap meet that was held this past weekend. It marked two very important first-time encounters. Number one, it was the first time we ever had such a clear blue sky. It was sunny and gorgeous. 10 out of 10. The second thing was that they scheduled it several weeks earlier than they usually do and kind of caught myself and my friends off guard. Usually three of us go down. However, two of my friends couldn't make it this year, so I had to go down alone. So I will take you on a tour of the Englishtown swap meet right now. Here you can see they sell other things besides auto parts. Although it's most widely known for its used auto parts, they sell a lot of automobilia, as you will see. When you see tents erected like this, and you can walk through, these are what you call professional vendors, okay? These guys do this for a living. They go from swap meet to swap meet. Here you can see people who are out in force enjoying the nice sunshine. Now these guys here are your regular ham and eggers. When you see people putting things out in totes, here you can see taillights and other things. And you know, there are some guys, some sellers that'll be happy to dicker on prices with you, but there are some that can be as nasty as sour milk. Here's a good little example of how this guy laid his stuff out. You can see he's got grills from a Buick and from a Pontiac. You can see he's got a bumper extension from a Cadillac. I see valve covers in the picture. All kinds of cool stuff. All right, these are real wire wheels from an old car from the 60s. I'm not exactly sure what they fit. They could be a Triumph, but I'm not sure. But they're just plain cool. There are some sellers that were actually asking 20% over retail. So using these rims as an example, let's say you could buy them anywhere for $200 for the set. There are some people that would be asking $220. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. Yet, there are some sellers that would be saying, take them all for $50. I mean, you got to hit upon the right guy. A lot of signs were for sale. And you'll notice a lot of empty spaces here. That is sad because in the old days, there was never any empty spaces. Each year, there are less and less vendors going to Englishtown. The main swap meet in this area here is held in Pennsylvania, and that'll be held in, I think, a week or two. I've never gone to it because it's super far. It's Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and it's like, at least, I'm told, 25 times the size of Englishtown. I mean, you have to drive there 4.5 hours each way, and you have to stay at a motel overnight just to actually walk through the entire premises. But there's a lot of good stuff in Carlisle. There were also a lot of people selling entire cars, like this 68 Chevy. Needs a lot of work, but still it's a cool car. A lot of toys are for sale. These model car kits and these die-cast models, as well as plastic models, are for sale. I noticed quite a few little kids with their parents, and the little kids would run to these car model booths as well as the Hot Wheel booths. That's the garbage can I was lugging around with me and some of my purchases. You'll see more later on. Here, you have a chance to own a 1964 Cadillac. It does not run, and they only have the bill of sale. Now, you're probably wondering how I know this. Because it says all of it on the window, right there, on the right side window. I was checking the car out while I was there. The Krager rims really take away from this car. This car should have regular factory-issued steel rims on it. That is, if someone's going to actually put it back on the road, but with only a bill of sale, I don't know how they could. I don't think they can register it if they get a salvage title, but I'm not sure. They may just have to use it as a parts car. Now, those of you guys who have been watching my eBay videos, I had to take a picture of this for you. Here is a seller who's bringing religion into the swap meet, all right? I really don't see any purpose for this. That's all I'm going to say on the issue, but I think most of you guys agree with me there. This is my favorite kind of seller right here. You can see he's got a bunch of stuff lined up, and usually guys like this will dicker with you on prices. Now, they don't always dicker. Sometimes you have no idea how many people would say to me, like I'd say, how much is this item? And they'll say, well, this item sells for $100 on eBay. Oh, no, I say to them, this isn't eBay. I said, if you want $100, you got to do the work and list it on eBay. This isn't eBay, all right? You're not doing any work here, okay? How much do you want for the item? But usually when they mention eBay, the sale's not going to take place. There was an awful lot of bike riders out. I mean, sometimes a person would just cut in front of you and stop dead. So you always have to be alert when walking through the Englishtown swap meet. This is a very unusual display that they put up every single year. The seller puts it up. It's a bar with a lot of empty beer bottles on it and 4 skeletons sitting around the bar. I'm not exactly sure why they do this, but I've seen it just about every single swap meet that I've gone to. I could not miss taking a picture of this particular seller. I have been going to the swap meet for years, and of all the sellers, this guy is the least likely to want to deal with me. Every year I go through his pile of stuff and I say, how much is this? How much is this? He knows me by name. He knows what I do. And he yells at me kind of in a friendly way, but not exactly. He just won't come down on his prices. I picked out some items. I offered him $20. He said, absolutely not. He wanted $35. So I decided to raise it because I could use the items. I said, as high as I can go is $30 and that's it. He said, nope, I'm not coming down. So I would not buy from him out of principle. I would not give him the $35. But you can't really tell from this picture, but he's in the process of screaming at me. I just took my phone, I had to snap his picture, and I'll be seeing him again next year. Here is a beautiful Oldsmobile that was parked near where I was parked. I think it's a 1951, though I honestly don't know for a fact. This person was not selling his car. He just drove it there that day and parked in the general parking area to go in and look for good deals. This is my Chevy, and as you can see, I'm loaded. This is a very rare car. Does anybody know what makes this car so rare? It's a Gran Torino, similar to the movie featured a Gran Torino starring Clint Eastwood. Not exactly. The car, I think Clint's car was a couple of years older. I believe his was a 72. This one I think is a 4 or a 5. What is rare about this car? What is rare and what is wrong? I will not tell you on this video. I want you to type it in the comments, you guys who know cars. What makes this car, this particular car, extremely rare, and what about it is wrong? A lot of people were selling license plates. These old buff plates are from the 60s, the SDE 4-2. If anybody wants to know exactly what that means, it means one guy registered 2 cars and had the same license plate. So maybe his name was Salvatore Di Eligio, and he liked number 4, and he had 2 cars. So he had an SDE4, and he also had an SDE4-2. Those were personalized plates from, actually that could be from the 70s. No, I take that back. That has to be older than 77, because the plates before 77 just had NJ on the top, like that one. And starting in 78, they started spelling out the word New Jersey and putting it on the bottom. And there are some Hot Wheels cars and some more license plates hanging up. And this signals the end of my recap of this year's Englishtown swap meet. Feel free to put some comments in the comment section below, what you liked about it, what you didn't like. And do you ever go to any of these swap meets in your area? Feel free to tell me some stories about your encounters. And that's basically it. Guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thank you for watching my video. I'll be back later in the week with some more.